Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com. Today I'm bringing you a quick overview and installation of the SR Performance rear shock, which will fit all 99 to 04 GT, V6, and Mach 1s, as well as the 94 to 98 Cobras. In this video, I'll be going over the performance and expectations of the SR Performance rear shock, as well as its materials and construction. I'll take you through when it's a good idea to pick up a new one in general, and I'll top the video off with the installation, which I'll let you know up front will get a 2 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. If you're the owner of a 99 to 04 GT, V6, or Mach 1, or the owner of a 94 to 98 Cobra, you may be interested in upgrading your suspension to overall improve the handling performance of your daily driver or weekend warrior. One of the first ways to do this to make a more comfortable and high-performing suspension is to upgrade your front struts and rear shocks, in addition to a set of springs if you haven't already. Now, one aspect of the equation I have with me today is the SR Performance rear shock. This rear shock from SR Performance is a non-adjustable option that helps to improve your overall handling and performance of the rear end of your SN95. Now, with that said, it acts as an ideal replacement for those factory blown out parts and helps you take control in those hard driving situations. As I mentioned a second ago, the SR Performance rear shock is a non-adjustable option, which basically means it has a preset damper that is more than capable of handling the life of a daily driver, the light track use, or maybe even some autocross runs. Now, with that said, if you're looking to fine-tune your suspension to your customized preference, you might want to check out some of the adjustable options out on the market in order to stiffen or loosen the damper to your personal preference. Now, a question you may be asking is, when is it a good idea to upgrade your factory shocks and pick up a new set? It's definitely a valid option because not everybody wants to spend the money on a new shock if they don't have to. You'll know it's time to pick up a new rear shock if you're experiencing some poor ride quality. Now, if you've experienced excessive squatting at the rear while braking or accelerating, it might be time, and of course, if you notice you have a dented or leaking rear shock, it is definitely time to pick up a new replacement. The SR Performance one is one of the most budget-friendly options on the market and acts as an ideal OEM replacement for street drivers and, like I said, even light track or autocross users as well. Now, another good time to pick up a rear shock replacement like the SR Performance one I have here is if you have lowering springs installed or if you're looking to pick up a set of lowering springs in the near future. The SR Performance rear shock is better suited to handle the firmer spring rates and lower ride heights, and overall will improve your performance and ride quality by picking up an aftermarket shock like this. So as I mentioned, when it comes to materials and construction, this one is a direct OEM fit replacement manufactured out of a twin tube gas pressurized design with a larger diameter piston for better dampening and rebound compared to the stock option. On top of that, it's got a durable outer steel housing and a black powder coated finish to give it some impressive good looks on top of that. Now, as far as the price goes for this particular option, again, SR Performance parts are typically the most budget-friendly options on the site and on the market in general. This particular rear shock from SR comes in right around 50 bucks a piece. Keyword there being a piece, of course, as in a set of 2 will run you just about 100 bucks there. Definitely the most affordable price on the site, as some of the options can run you 100 bucks a piece, such as Coney and even the Bilstein options on the site as well. One more point I want to make before moving on to install is that this will work perfectly with the SR Performance front strut when paired with the rear shock from the same company. Now, if you're looking to pick them all up together, there is a convenient packaged kit for you to pick up on AmericanMuscle.com. And of course, if you're looking to pick up lowering springs, these work even better with those installed as well. Now, when it comes to the installation of a rear shock, it's definitely something that requires a certain level of mechanical expertise and the proper hand tools to get the job done. Now, of course, if you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, there's no harm and foul getting it over to a professional to get done properly, just to spend a couple extra bucks to make sure it's done right. However, if you are a do-it-yourselfer, you might be tackling this one at home. You want to make sure you have the proper tools on hand. You'll need a ratchet and a very lengthy socket set just to be safe, and of course a spring compressor to properly remove the factory springs, or if you have lowering springs, it's the same case there, but you want to make sure you have that on hand just to be safe. When all said and done, you're looking at spending a couple of hours in the driveway at home if you're tackling this yourself. I would definitely give this a 2 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter because it's not the hardest job in the world, but it's a little more involved than a simple bolt-on mod. Well, just to wrap up this overview and install, if you're the owner of a 99 to 04 GT, V6, or Mach 1, or the owner of a 94 to 98 Cobra, and you're looking for a way to pick up a very budget-friendly rear shock just to improve your overall suspension and handling of your rear end, you might want to check out the SR Performance rear shock, which of course is available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.